So I was just on my phone, minding my business. I think I was on Twitter or something, and my friend started texting me, yo, Playboi Carti is about to be on Adin Ross's stream. I was like, word? And then I was on Twitter, and then I saw a bunch of pages posting, 9 p.m., Adin Ross, Playboi Carti stream. He's bringing $2 million, and he's giving him a Ferrari. I was like, okay, if it's being publicized everywhere, he's saying it this much. He's done like some weird stuff in the past where he's pretended to bring on celebrities. But like, I don't think he would put his reputation on the line and just throw it down the drain for like a little bit of publicity, because he doesn't need that, right? So time came, I started tuning in a little bit to the stream. I was watching this guy Duty's stream. I was watching my friend King Mill's stream. And what would you know? Carti flaked on him. Like bad. Like this guy did not even say a word. You know, I was kind of confused because I was thinking, who in their right mind turns down $2 million? And I guess I was right, because like 30 minutes to an hour later, by the way, in the middle, Adin Ross started cussing him out like, man, Carti, how could you do this? I lost all respect for you. Then Carti shows up and he gets on his knees and just starts. But anyways, Carti showed up, all right? And everyone was like, oh my God, Carti, Playboi Carti's in the Adin Ross stream. Oh my God. I don't know what we thought it was going to be. But anyways, this guy shows up and they had told Adin's team, or Carti's team had told Adin's team. In other words, Carti was like, hey, I don't want to be seen too much. So they were like, you got to darken the entire thing. And Adin obliged. He made it completely dark. So when Carti came in, he was wearing a mask that was a gift from Kanye, by the way. It was a cool mask and everything. He was wearing all black. Basically, this guy was blending into the shadow. Like, you could barely see him. People were like, is that him? But like, you could just tell from the eyes it was him. And his whole entourage was there with him too. Like this one guy named Hane. He's like the bald dude. And there's like this girl. And I think Gunner, that's like Carti's photographer. They all had opium chains on, and they came in, made Adin Ross drink Hennessy, made him get up. They made him play a bunch of Carti songs, and they all started nodding their head. And then Carti was like, thank you guys, Music 24. Mind you, this guy is 30 years old, all right? Like, and he's still acting like this. But the fans are eating it up, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he had like 500,000 viewers in there. It was insane, bro. Like, by the way, Kick is getting some serious publicity to this stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Like, some serious moves. But anyways, it goes on. They play some unreleased. Adin Ross, like, dude, this guy was so awkward the entire time. Like, he had no idea how to act. I think the whole, like, you know how they say, like, some dudes, like, they'll go so hard to like chase a girl, and then when they get the girl, like, they don't know what to do, or they'll just like leave her, or she'll leave him because he don't know how to act. Like, that's kind of how Adin Ross was acting in the situation. So basically, like, he was trying so hard to just get Carti on stream. When Carti actually came on stream, he was like, oh my God, it actually worked. Like, I don't even think he thought that Carti would come. By the way, if you think the 2 mil and the Ferrari is crazy, he has like a 200 million 2-year contract with Kick. He gets 10 mil a month, I think. He gets like somewhere around that from Stake. He gets like, this guy is paid, so it's like a couple days of money, or like, it's not really much to him. So he doesn't really care. And on top of that, the publicity is just going to be like so much better for him in the platform that he doesn't really care. So he's not really tripping about that. But anyways, Carti comes on. His friends are all around him. They're like cycling through, and then it's really awkward. They're playing like songs, and Aiden's like, you want this song? You want this song? And he keeps asking him like, yo, anything you want to say, people? And he's just like, thank you. And then he's like, finally, Music 2024, blah, 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 blah. Like, Adin didn't even know what to ask. I think he asked Carti, how's the Grammys? And everyone just walked off for like 5 seconds. I was like, what? By the way, I can't play like too much of the footage, or I can't really play like the clips by themselves because there's a lot of like copyright issues and stuff, especially with Adin Ross's streams. Like, people claim them and stuff, so sorry about that. But there'll be some footage in the background and stuff. And you know, it happened. Carti, you know, he talked a little bit. He said like, I think in the entire stream he said 30 words, like 30 words total. So he talked, Adin talked, and then he was like, back to the studio, guys. He didn't say it like that. He said in his cool, nonchalant, opium, mysterious way, he was like, well, it's back to the studio, man. And he dapped Adin up, or I don't know if he dapped him. Like, the entire thing was so bogus to me, man. Like, there's this one point where he handed the $2 million, and until then he was super skeleton. You know, by the way, Carti, this is not an insane amount of money to Carti, because I believe they get 500K to a mil for headlining Rolling Loud. Like, they get a lot of money, but this is still crazy. Like, Rolling Loud, he has to put on a whole performance. Here he just has to like pretend to mess with Adin, and he gets 2 mil and a Ferrari. Like, yo. Anyways, Adin hands him the bag of cash with 2 mil, right? And he's like, thank you. And then he's like, stand up. So Adin stands up and he gives him a hug, and Adin's like, oh, you do hugs? Like, what do you mean you do hugs? Like, bro, the whole thing was so awkward. Anyways, he was like, back to the studio. Then, you know, all the opium goons started walking out, and I guess he walked out, and then Adin muted the mic, and I guess he escorted him out or whatever. But man, that was a hell of a stream. I remember back when I was in 7th grade, Ninja played Fortnite with Drake and Travis Scott. It was just like, oh my God, it was like the most live stream concurrent viewers ever. I don't think this was, but still a crazy moment, I'm not gonna lie. And it was on such short notice too. Like 500,000 people just showed up to Adin Ross's stream. It's honestly more because, like, as I was saying, I was watching it through my friend Duty's stream and King Mill's stream, you know what I mean, like 8GOG stream. So I was like watching it but through other people. So I think the combined viewership was like 1 million. It's the publicity is crazy. It's really good for his album rollout too, you know what I mean? Like, think of Carti. Like, this guy got so much free promo and, you know, press just because, like, he got paid to promote him. So that's just insane to me. But anyways, they leave and everyone's like, damn, that was it. And then people start like hating on him. They're like, man, this mysterious stuff has gone too far. I would never want to meet Carti, blah, 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 blah. They're obviously all lying. Like, if they got the opportunity, they would do it. Can't blame them. I would do it too. But like, I feel like the whole shtick is getting old. Even if it's still working, it is getting old. Like, fans they're getting like fatigued. You know, you can't do the same trick over and over again. It's like, I think you can almost compare it to like the other rappers who do gimmicks, except Carti. I feel like for Carti, like what he's doing is still a gimmick at the end of the day. Like, he's not actually like that. I mean, I think he might be a little insecure, but I don't think that he's like actually like that. I think everyone knows that. You know, if you see footage of him, he's acting like normal. So I feel like he might not be doing crazy publicity stunts, but he's still doing a gimmick, and it's gonna get old after some time. You know what I mean? I think people are no longer, you know, people are only gonna be like 4-letter word, aura, oh my god, Playboi Carti, oh dude, he's glowing, oh, music. You know what I mean? Like, people are only gonna do that for like so long without hating. And if you saw the stream, you saw the comments, they're all like, L, that was it, crazy, what? But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I'm talking about it, people are talking about it, everyone's talking about it. So having the effect that he wanted, if you know what I mean. He wasn't thinking like, I don't think Carti thought he was gonna do some interview or something and really answer stuff. The other thing is, like, man, they had no chemistry at all. Like, it was horrible. It was just like Carti was just waiting to get the bag and get out and doing the most respectful way possible, and then Adin was just trying to get like anything from him. He was like just anything, but it wasn't working. They did like mess with him a little bit. Like, Carti's I don't know, like his groupies they all have names, they all have like respective careers. I'm just calling them groupies for the sake of this video, but they were like patting him on the head and like low broing him. It was like, how are you gonna take that disrespect? But he was taking it just because it's Carti and it's that rare, and it's pretty insane that he got it. But one last thing I didn't want to touch up on was Carti's brand. You know, I feel like branding is very underrated for artists. Like, certain artists don't really like look at it, or they don't know how to go about it, but Carti does a really good job of doing it. And I feel like nobody could do what Carti just did, except maybe like Drake. I don't even think Travis Scott would get paid that much. He might, but I don't think, he's not as rare, so I don't think people would pay him like that. If you didn't know, Travis Scott used to kind of be like Carti. He was super mysterious, and then he gave it up. But, you know, Carti's still going. I think we're like 5 years strong of him being super mysterious, but, you know, I feel like his branding kind of put him in a unique position to behave like this. I really don't think any other artist could behave like this. Like, dang. And yeah, if you watch this title, I think it was just like legalized bank robbery, what he just did right there. Like, what did he even do? I'm not gonna lie, like, we did not need to see that. I don't know about you, but we did not need to see that. I didn't need to see that. I thought it was like totally random, you know? And that leads me to my question to you guys. Like, do you think this mysterious shtick will stick the next album? Because I think he's got it for this one album, Music. I think Music is going to sell like 300K or something like insane like that. Because I think people are expecting something crazy now, and he has a huge fan base that's expecting something crazy. He's got like a bunch of TikTok songs in the past that have boosted his popularity even more. Carti's like a pop culture icon at this point in rap, especially for the younger generation. And, you know, for some things like politics, no one really cares about young people, or for like buying products, people don't really care about young people. However, young people can stream music, and that's what drives first week sales. Carti's got a hell of a fan base right now, so I don't know. Let me know. Do you think that he can keep this up, or do you think he's got to switch it up? Because at some point, I feel like, I understand if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but I feel like at some point he's got to take off the mask. And yeah, I don't know, to be honest. The whole thing is weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I could go for 10 more minutes, but I'm kind of thirsty. I want to drink water. So anyways, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow. Bye.